We'll just give it another minute or so and then we'll make a start.
Hi, Priyesh. Why did you cancel last week?
Oh, I had some people to collect some things from eBay, some kitchen worktops and things, and they changed their time. So, it was coming in between the class. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So, had to cancel. Yeah.
oh, okay. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Nice sunny day
Good.
here.
You what?
It's a nice sunny day here in Leicester.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's quite nice and warm. So, yeah.
well, it may as well be pissing down with snow for all I care. It's sunny
All
here,
right.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm off to what's it called? Uh, London anyway later. My parents got to pick them up from Heathrow Airport. They're coming back from India, yeah. So I'll be driving anyway
Oh, what
soon.
time
Yeah.
do you leave?
So I'm gonna. They're coming at like 9 o'clock or something. So yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna leave it. Yeah, in a bit. Have my
okay.
tea and yeah, go. Yeah.
Are we able to have a little bit of a chat afterwards, please?
Maybe for about 10 minutes or so, roughly, because I'll
Yeah.
have to by 3 o'clock. I'll have to, leave because I've got a few things to do, petrol and check car checks, and then I'll be. But 10, 15 minutes, yeah, that's
Yeah,
not a problem.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. I think we'll make a start anyway. There's some people maybe watching on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, as well. Okay, so we'll make a start anyway. So for those who are new or connected to on YouTube, it'll be roughly a 45 minute meditation session. I'll just put my camera on 1 second. Yep. And so mics are muted on Zoom anyway. 1 second. Let me check that too. And so if you get disconnected anytime, you can watch on YouTube or just connect to the YouTube channel and you can watch on there. For those who are new and watching it for the first time, starting meditation out. So meditation is just bringing our attention into our natural state of being, into a natural state of awareness within ourselves. And so normally we use different techniques to help focus the attention first on a certain object, whether that's a breath or a sound or mantra or some object. And then from the concentration, we can turn our attention inwards and bring our attention into that awareness or sense of existing or presence or aliveness within ourselves. And then meditation becomes something effortless. It's just a state of just being. Um, so in today's technique, we'll be using three different techniques. So first, sort of concentration on the breath at the nostril area. So at the nostril area, we'll be just observing the breath coming in and out, just watching that sensation of air through the nostrils as you naturally inhale and exhale. And then focusing at the point in between the eyebrows, the third eye, and then just a sort of a natural, effortless state of meditation where it's just relaxing, just recognizing and relaxing into that presence, into that sense of existing or sense of being. Okay, so we'll make a start. So if you just make yourself you can sit down, make sure your posture is, keep your posture upright if you can do, just to keep the spine straight and make sure you're alert and attentive through the meditation. And so first we'll start with the breath awareness meditation. So first just bringing your attention to the breath at the nostril area. So at the nostril area, you can feel a sensation of air coming in through the nostrils as you inhale. And as you exhale, again, you feel that sensation of air coming back out the nostril as you exhale. So just keeping your attention at the nostril area, just watching the breath coming in and out. You don't need to change or alter your breathing in any way. It's just simply just observing, simply being aware of the natural breath. Initially, you may take a deep breath in and a deep exhalation just to help center you on the breath, just to let go of any thoughts you may be holding on to, any thoughts of the past or future things, and just allow your attention to be in the present moment. Allow your attention to be present with the breath. Just releasing any tension you may be holding in the body, in the mind, letting go of past, future, and just being with the breath here and now. As the breath comes in, you can feel a sensation of air coming in the nostrils. As the breath goes out, again, you're feeling a sensation of air. So just keeping your attention at the nostril area, just observing that sensation of air coming in and out of the nostrils, watching the breath coming in, watching the breath going out. And each time your attention gets caught up in some thought, or you find your attention is not with the breath, then in that moment, just see where your attention is, just become consciously aware of where your attention is. Is your attention with some thought of the past or future, some memory? Is your attention with some sensation in the body, or with some sound or other sense experience? Where's your attention if it's not with the breath? And just to take a step back and just to observe that experience you're having, whether it's some thought process, some emotion, some sense of reaction within oneself, or sensation, just to see, just to be consciously aware what's occurring within oneself in the moment. And then slowly bringing your attention back to the nostril area and bringing your attention back to the breath, watching the breath coming in and out. So you may notice the breath predominantly at the left nostril or the right nostril, or you may feel the breath equally through both the nostrils. Just taking a moment now and seeing if you feel that sensation of air predominantly in the left nostril or the right nostril, or is it equal through both? Where do you feel that sensation of air touching the nostril area the most? The left, right, or both the nostrils? And there may be a small area in the inner nostrils where you feel that sensation of air the most. Maybe the left or right, or lower down the nostril, near the upper lip, or higher up the nostril. And sort of just making your focus and that area of attention smaller in the nostril area. And in that way, making the concentration deeper. I start to become aware of more of the subtle sensations in the nostrils. watching the breath coming in, watching the breath going out. Whenever your attention is not with the breath, seeing where your attention is your breath. Is your attention with some thought process in this moment? Is your attention with some different sensation in the body or some sound or sense impression? Is your attention with some emotion? And if your attention is with some thought or some emotion, just to see in yourself if there's a sense of identity, sense of personality, sense of I, which is reacting to that particular thought, which is trying to push away a certain thought or hold on to certain thoughts, is judging, analyzing certain thoughts and emotions. And you're even aware of even this sense of identity, which identifies and reacts to certain thoughts and emotions and narratives. There's a deeper awareness within oneself, which is even aware of this sense of identity, this inner self image, which constantly reacts, constantly reacts to different thoughts and emotions and the past, the future. Just be aware of that. And then gently bring your attention back to the breath each time. And also, if you're starting meditation, you can stay with this breath awareness technique throughout the session, or you may wish to follow the instructions for the third eye meditation. So if you're continuing with the breath awareness meditation, then just observing the breath coming in and out at the nostril area. And each time you notice your attention is not with the breath, just to take a minute and just observe where your attention is. Is it with some thought, emotion, sensation? Is there a sense of identity which is reacting and identifying with certain thoughts or emotions? Just to observe that within oneself, and then bring your attention back to the breath each time and anchor your attention and deepen your concentration on the breath at the nostril area. And so then now I'll be leading up to the guided instructions for the second technique, the third eye meditation. So you can follow these instructions if you wish. And so now just bringing your attention to the point in between the eyebrows. And as you breathe in, just feeling the breath as a flow of energy. Breathing in, you're breathing in fresh new energy, life energy, up the nostrils and to this point in between the eyebrows, feeling the energy rise and your attention shift to this space in between the eyebrows as you inhale and as you exhale, just allowing your attention to rest at this space in between the eyebrows and feeling the energy just spiral and gather at this space in between the eyebrows. So breathing in, feeling the breath as a flow of energy coming in through the nostrils, moving to the point in between the eyebrows, and exhaling, allowing the attention to rest at the space in between the eyebrows and feeling the energy circle there. Breathing in, feeling the breath as a flow of energy as you inhale fresh new energy, feeling it move up through the nostril to the point in between the eyebrows, and also feeling the energy being pulled from the base of the spine to the point in between the eyebrows as you further your practice. You may feel the energy rise up the spine from the base of the spine to the point in between the eyebrows as you inhale. And as you exhale, just allowing your attention to rest at the space in between the eyebrows and allowing your attention to move inwards from this point in between the eyebrows and feeling as though it's piercing and looking, moving into the depths, into the center of the brain and looking into one's inner space. So the third eye being the inner eye, looking, observing into oneself, into your inner reality, into your inner experience. Breathing in, feeling your attention and energy rise to the point in between the eyebrows, exhaling, feeling the energy resting there, and feeling your attention moving inwards from the eyebrows, from the point in between the eyebrows, into the center of the brain, and connecting to that sense of inner space within oneself, that inner space in which thoughts come and go, emotions come and go, sense impressions come and go, to a sense of infinite, boundless, infinite space within oneself. So once you feel your attention is sort of concentrating, absorbing at the point in between the eyebrows, then you can stop following the breath or feeling, visualizing the breath as a flow of energy. And just allow your attention just to rest at this space in between the eyebrows and feeling as though you're looking in from this space in between the eyebrows, looking into oneself, into the center of the brain, into the pineal gland, into the body and the different sensations, looking in from the third eye into the movement of thought, movement of emotions, sensations, into any experience you're having. Just feeling as though you're looking at that experience from the third eye, from the point in between the eyebrows, and observing that experience from a higher perspective, from a deeper perspective, from the third eye. Watching thoughts coming and going, different emotions, sensations, experiences coming and going. As you observe from the third eye, these experiences like smoke appearing in the sky, and these thoughts and experiences in the same way, just a movement of energy, movement of form appearing within one's inner space, appearing for some time and then dissolving back into that infinite sense of boundless space or presence within oneself. Feeling as though you're looking inwards into oneself from the third eye and observing your inner experience and even watching that sense of inner narrative, the sense of the identity, which reacts to the thoughts, reacts to the different emotions, reacts to the memories of the past and future projections. Even watching this sense of identity, this inner narrative, which is constantly going on within oneself. And seeing even this inner narrative and this sense of identity with the past and future, even that just a movement within that inner space, and recognizing a deeper space within oneself which is untouched by the narrative, the personal narrative, untouched by the past, future, untouched by the emotions or thoughts. And this inner space within oneself is just like the outer space in which objects can come and go, but that space is unaffected by any movement which arises within it. In the same way, from as you observe through the third eye, seeing thoughts, emotions, sensations, and every experience as just arising, taking some form, your attention moving to that experience, identifying, reacting to that experience, and then that experience dissolving in its own time back into your inner space. And there's a gap in between one experience ending and another experience arising, a gap of silence, a gap within that space, and then the attention again moves to another experience, another thought, or another object. Again, then the attention moves into that thought object, creating a different chain of thinking and experience. And like this, there's a constant movement of experience, constant movement of form arising and disappearing back into the formless space, the formless presence. And as you observe your inner reality in this way, recognizing every experience is temporary, changing in nature, and then recognizing that deeper sense of space, deeper sense of presence in which these experiences come and go. So there's a deeper aspect, essence of oneself, which is unaffected by the movement of experience, unaffected by the movement of thought, emotion, identity, the past, the future. And that part of oneself is just here, present, here now in this moment, before any thought, before any experience. There's the space in which everything moves and everything appears, just like the projector screen is like the blank space, the blank canvas in which light is projected onto and images and stories appear upon. In the same way, that inner presence, that inner space is that very space, blank space, formless space in which there's a projection of form, projection of light, image, projection of experience, which comes and goes. And as we get caught up in the different thoughts and different experiences, our perception narrows into that experience and it becomes our reality. We can't stop ourselves from observing, perceiving the deeper aspects of oneself. Our attention becomes engrossed in the pictures, into the movement. And meditation is about taking that step back to observe from where that projection arises, from where experiences arises, and the space beyond that presence, that sense of existence, life within oneself, which is beyond the identity, beyond the constant movement and changing nature of experience, to find who we are beyond thought, beyond identity, beyond our self image. And so that leads to the last part of the meditation, is where now you can drop any technique, drop the breath technique or the third eye technique. If you wish to carry on with the breath or third eye technique, you can do. If not, simply just dropping every technique and just simply just sitting here, just being, and just recognizing that inner presence within oneself, that inner space within oneself, which is unchanging, that inner sense of just being aware, present here now, not particularly aware of anything, but just a sense of awareness, just a sense of presence. Within this awareness, within this presence, thoughts may come and go, experiences may come and go, but the very foundation, the very space in which they come and go is that deeper presence, deeper awareness, just that sense of existing, being alive, of life here and now. Just connecting, just recognizing that within oneself and allowing the attention to absorb into that space of being, into that space of presence within oneself. And that innate presence, that innate awareness, having no past, having no future, beyond the sense of separation, beyond the sense of identity, just a place of just space of just being, just existing, recognizing that you're a part, you are existence, existing here now. You are life, living here now. Only when the attention goes back into the identity, again, it goes back into past, future, me, I, again, trapped in the conceptual reality, the psychological mind, and self identity. Each time you notice your attention going back into that sense of identity and into past and future, just observe that, just to see it as a movement within oneself, and then bring your attention back to the sense of just presence, back to the sense of just being aware, present here now. And when you connect to that inner presence within oneself, you recognize that you are that awareness, you are that inner presence. There's no even sense of you as a separate self. There's only that feeling of existence, feeling of just existing or just being. Beyond name, beyond form, beyond the body, beyond the self image, the identity, beyond the past, the future. And in that space of being, there's a natural sense of peace, bliss, ecstasy, overflowing of life, allowing the conscious mind to absorb into that space of being, into that natural space of rest within oneself. breathing in and out into that space and feeling that space, feeling that peace, feeling that alignment, expand into the different dimensions of oneself, expand into the sense of identity, expand into that self image of oneself, expand into the psychological mind, the emotional body, into the energy body, into the physical body, feeling that healing energy from the very core, the source of oneself, expanding to all different dimensions of oneself, and feeling that healing energy, embracing all aspects of oneself, and that healing energy, that presence, your own inner presence, your own inner divine presence, embracing everything, all aspects of oneself. And that presence, that peace within oneself, always there, only obscured as you identify with the self image, with the identity, with the conditioning. And the whole process of meditation is just recognizing who you are beyond thought and into that living experience, into that living presence of life. And slowly, as we now end this session, just coming back to the breath, slowly observing the breath coming in and out, and just really experiencing this movement of breath and the different sensations in the body as you inhale and exhale, and just observing it as occurring within one's presence, within one's awareness. The breath coming in and out naturally, the body moving with the breath. And then becoming aware of the physical body, aware of your posture, and just scanning your attention from the top of the head, down the face, the neck, the shoulders, the arms, down the back, the spine, down the hips, the legs, down to the feet. And from the feet, just releasing any excess energy you may be holding, just grounding the energy down into the earth, releasing any excess energy and feeling the earth energy rising up the feet, moving up the legs, the hips, up the spine to the top of the head. And breathing in the earth energy, grounding, supporting you, nurturing you. And then just in your own time, just coming back to the body, being gently moving the body, moving the hands, the feet gently, coming back into the external senses, aware of the sounds inside or outside the room, moving the body gently, aware of any taste or smell you may perceive. And then in your own time, just opening your eyes and aware of any object you perceive, the sense of light, space around you. And just taking your time after the session, taking some food, some fruit, some water, and just giving yourself that time for introspection if necessary. And so I hope you enjoyed the session. There'll be this session is recorded as well, so it's on it'll be recorded on YouTube, and it'll be available after, once the live has ended, it'll be available on YouTube to watch. Also, we have all the other previous sessions also available, and some sound meditations as well available on our YouTube channel. Yeah, so if anybody has any questions, you can ask on in the live chat on YouTube, or there's only one on Zoom. So
Yeah, thank you, Priyesh. I didn't want
thank
to
you.
come back.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, do you know how many are watching on YouTube?
I think there was 3 at one point. Yeah, I think that they've just disconnected a couple of people
Oh,
just as it's finished. Yeah.
oh, right, okay. So people do watch on YouTube.
Yeah, there's a few people who connect. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, okay. Yeah. So how long are your parents going to stay for?
Well, they live here, so they just got visiting basically India. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
they live with you.
No, they have their own house. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So they've been to India for a visit.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a few months. Yeah. 2 months. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
So they're just
So
coming back home. Yeah.
so you're picking them up from Heathrow.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
How long will that take you to do that drive?
Around 2.5 hours, 2 hours 20 minutes or something. 2 hours 20 minutes. Yeah.
Motorway, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
Uh-huh. God, that scares me, motorway driving. I was
Uh,
thinking during the meditation of my drives to Bournemouth, and scary. And I used to love the A31. Scary
yeah.
now. Ridiculous.
Yeah. It's a long, and it'll be in the night. It'll be in the night as well. Coming back in the night. Yeah. So by the time they park up and get them in the car, and it'll be probably late.
I don't mind night driving though, because I can't
Yeah.
see what's around me, so I don't mind that.
The roads should be quiet as well. Yeah.
It should be quiet anyway.
Yeah. Because of the bank holiday. Yeah.
Yeah, so are we okay for a little bit of a chat, my darling, please?
I've only got like 10 minutes or so, but I can do 10 minutes. Uh,
Okay.
yeah. So what I'll do? Let me disconnect from this, and this is being recorded. Yeah. And shall I just do? I'll ring via WhatsApp because it'll be quicker probably to connect on there.
Yes.
Okay,
All
then
right.
1 second. I'll just disconnect.
It takes about 10 minutes to get the link and everything.
Yeah.